The Hole in the Ground was a limited release theatrical film that came out, I believe, in February. It came out, and an on-demand video on-demand rentals was available then. I did not watch that then. I watched it on DVD today. I rented this from my local family video store. And this is basically all about this mother and son who are running away from the mother's troubled past. And she gets in a fight with her kid, and her kid runs into the woods, and they find this hole in the ground. The hole in the ground does become important to the story. Well, really, really important to the story. When you see the hole in the ground one more time, before or after the first time, it's like within the last hour of the movie. So, and this is 1 hour and 24 minutes. Without end credits. There is no end credit scene. It's 90 minutes if you were watching through the whole credits. It's a film that is about there's something wrong with her son, and you're trying to figure out what's wrong with her son. I think this was trying to capitalize off of The Prodigy, which I'm reviewing next week. I am reviewing The Prodigy next week. So expect reviews for stuff like Lego Movie, The Prodigy, wherever else comes out next week, I will be watching. The acting was okay in here. I think the child actor could have done a little bit of a better job, but he's a child actor in a lower budget film that I am not going to bitch and moan about too much. There's just not much here with this story. You don't really get to know the kid too much. The kid is creepy when he needs to be creepy. But from what I've seen in The Prodigy, that kid who played Georgie in it, I can't remember his name right now. I want to say it's Jonathan Scott, but I don't think so. Whatever. Lose my train of thought here. The mother in here was good, but do you really find out what happens to her? What happened to her? Yeah, you get to find out what happened to her, but you don't really get to see it happen, which means that you can't really feel what happens. You can't feel for her character. I didn't feel for her character because for an abuse storyline to be told and shown to me, then I actually feel. But this, they basically just show you a bruise, and you don't really feel all that bad because you're more focused on the kid. The scares that usually come, they aren't really scares. They're more just like very tension-filled moments that aren't tense at all, really. They try their best with what they can, but it's a lot of walking. It's a lot of just staring and other things. Stuff I think The Prodigy is going to do better next week because I love my mainstream horror movies. This one was put out by Lionsgate, but again, not a film that I'm going to say you have to see. But if you're a horror fan, I'd say go ahead. If you watch all your horror movies and you have not seen The Hole in the Ground, that's a perfectly watchable horror film. I'm going to give The Hole in the Ground a B-.